What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Punk Rock Radar. Today, we're mixing it up a little bit. We are talking 90s alternative. We've got 25 songs by 25 different bands, all bangers. We're going to rank them S through D, 5 in every tier. And joining me today, we've got New Noise Magazine's newest employee. We've got Karina. How's it going over there?
I'm good. Very good.
Very good. All right. And fresh off his trip to the Spanish castle, slaying zombies and collecting pesetas. Lewis, how are you doing?
I mean, yeah, I have been playing a lot of Resident Evil 4. I appreciate the call out. Good times. I'm doing well. I'm a little bummed I didn't wear a, what's it called? A flannel today for this list, but I think we're going to be good otherwise. So.
All right. Well, let's get straight into it. Like I said, we got 25 songs to hit today. And Karina, I'm going to pass it to you first. We've got Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun from their fourth record, Super Unknown from 1994. What tier are you going to put this one in?
Black Hole Sun, won't you come?
I'm putting it in C. It's a good band, bad song. Just doesn't resonate with me at all.
All right, Lewis, Soundgarden.
I actually like this song quite a bit. It's not an S tier for me, but compared to everything else on the list, this would be a song that I would go back and listen to. I'm going to put it in A tier. I like it.
Damn. All right. I didn't see that coming. I'm going straight with Karina. This is one of the first CDs I ever owned, actually. I don't know who got it for me. I know I didn't buy it for myself, but I'm not a huge grunge fan. There's a couple of grunge songs on this I like, but this one's a little too long for me. It goes on like 5-6 minutes, so I'm putting it in the C tier. Up next,
I used to pick it in the jukebox, I think, because it would take forever. So I really like it.
Yeah, it's a good song to manipulate the jukebox. So moving along, we've got Foo Fighters Everlong from their second album, Color and Shape from 1997. Lewis, I'll pass this one to you. Where are you putting this one?
I mean, I like this song. I think it's pretty overrated. It's going to be a C. I mean, I could listen to this song, but it's pretty boring. So B for me.
Karina, Everlong.
It's in B for me. It's good, but I agree with Lewis. It's overrated, but my C list was very much full.
So yeah, I started my list today. I told you guys. When I saw Everlong, I was like, this is a lock for S. Then I moved it down to A, and now I'm ended up in B. Same as Karina again. I don't know if it's overrated, but I just kind of went off how I felt about the songs. I listened to all these today, and there were just some that were still hitting, and there were some that kind of aged, and this was one of the ones that just kind of aged. All right, so I'll take us now into the next one. We've got Stone Temple Pilots, Interstate Love Song. This is from Purple. I think it's their second album. I'm not sure. From 1994. And I'm going to drop this one right next to Foo Fighters in the B tier. This is probably, between this or Sex Type Thing, are probably my favorite STP songs. I definitely like these guys a lot better than Soundgarden. So yeah, I'm going to go B. Karina, Stone Temple Pilots. Let me hear some thoughts.
I don't like them. They're my D.
D for Stone Temple Pilots? Damn.
I feel like my list is beginning to show my age, like being born in the early 90s. Some of the stuff just doesn't catch.
I could see that. See, all these songs, I can like remember where it was and how old I was when I heard these for the first time. So I'm like really attached to all of them. So it was really difficult for me to even consider C or D for any of them. It was tough. But Lewis, Stone Temple Pilots.
So I don't think I'm putting it in C, but I do like this song. I think if you had picked Plush here, I would have ranked it higher because I love that song, and that's the one that I remember having that album. So But yeah, Interstate Love Song's fine. But there's a lot of really good songs in this list. C.
All right, fair enough. So
No. Yeah. Yep.
C tier. Let me know, guys,
sorry.
if I mess up your list. You know, I do it in every single episode, so it's bound to happen. So just call it out when you see it.
Yeah.
Lewis, I'll let you take us right into the next one. We got 9 Inch Nails, Closer, from their second album, Downward Spiral, also 1994. Where are you putting this one?
I'm probably going to get hate for this. I mean, I respect, I guess, Trent Reznor's an artist. He does whatever he does. It's pretty impressive. 9 Inch Nails never connected with me. I didn't like the shirt. I don't like the song. It's a D.
All right, Karina.
It's my first A tier. I really like 9 Inch Nails, and I mean, the merch sucks, but that just makes the band good.
So A tier. All right. I'm going to get hate not only from the internet, but from my wife, because this is her favorite band. So I've heard this song way too many times, and I do not like 9 Inch Nails at all. They're probably in like my bottom 5 bands of all time. So
I can already feel her, hear her like just sanding down the knives, like, yeah, I'm coming for you.
There's going to be hell to pay. This album is framed in our bedroom right next to Lana Del Rey. So there's going to be hell to pay. So there it is in the D tier. But let's move on. Karina, Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit from their second record, Nevermind, 1991. Tough one.
I mean, no, very easy one. It's a B tier song. It's just, I'm just going to go with it's overrated. It's like, I don't know why. I went and sang karaoke a few months back, and it was like the most picked song.
Ooh,
it's so annoying. I really hate.
Damn, it's the most picked song for a reason. This is my first S tier. To me, this is still a banger to this day. I love this song. I mean, I'm not a huge Nirvana fan, but this one, it still gets the blood pumping for me. Like 32 years later, like whatever that is now. Lewis, are you more with Karina or more with me on this one?
No, it's an S all day. I mean, I don't really like Nirvana that much either, but this song is amazing. I do this one at karaoke once in a while, so Karina wouldn't like it. Although everywhere I've done it, no one else was doing Nirvana, so I'll count it. But no, this song like epitomizes the 90s for me. This is like the most 90s song on this list, so it's got to be S.
It's pretty ballsy. Like if somebody does this karaoke song and then someone goes like shortly after to do the same song, like that's pretty much like a call out right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So Lewis and I are aligning there. At first, it was me and Karina all the same, but let's see where it goes. Lewis, I'm going to pass this one to you. I know this is one of your favorite bands, or used to be anyway. We've got Everclear, Santa Monica, 1995 from Sparkle and Fade.
We could live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind.
Yeah, I mean, so this was one of my favorite rock bands growing up. I think they're one of my first concerts that I went to at Marist College. I was pretty youngin'. I think it's a good song. I think I like the follow-up album better. I'm gonna put this one as a solid B, in scope of everything, but a very good song.
So I thought this would be an S for you, just knowing how much you liked Everclear. No. All right, Karina.
I feel like Lewis might have some strong words for me when I say this, but it's in my D tier.
Damn. So just not an Everclear fan, or just not a fan of this song?
Just not a fan of this song. I think it's really, really bad. It's weak, and the instrumental arrangement overall is just like matched and disjointed, and I just can't get behind it. But they do have a lot of good bangers.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you. Like, I'm going C. I always felt like Everclear, they can write like a hook. Like there's the hook in this song. There's the hook in So Much for the Afterglow. And then I feel like the rest of the song kind of struggles. Like they have like that one thing and they build around it, but they can't continue it for a full song. That kind of annoyed me. So I'm going to go C. on Everclear, and I'll take us into the next one because I think I might be higher on this one than you guys. We got Bush, Swallow. This is from Razorblade Suitcase, 1996. This is an album I owned very early on. I had 16 Stone. I don't know why, but Swallow's always been my favorite Bush song, even though it's one of their slower tracks. Like this album also has Greedy Fly, which I think a lot of people prefer. But I'm still going to put Swallowed in my A tier because, yeah, I still really like the song. It's still in a couple of my Spotify playlists. So my first A tier, Karina, I'll pass it to you. Bush, Swallowed.
It's in my B tier, but that's only because there are many other good songs on this list. I really like Bush too.
Right next to Nirvana, they'd be okay with that. I think in the beginning, a lot of people were like, "This is just British Nirvana," and I don't think they were really hiding it.
No.
But Lewis, Gavin Rossdale and the Boys, where are you putting it?
I'm putting them at a B. It's a very good song. I like the song too, and I love Bush. I like those 3 albums in sequence quite a bit. So, but yeah, a lot of good songs on this list. It's a B.
Yeah, the one after it is that the one with the people that we love, or Chemicals Between Us, right? Is that the next one?
No, isn't that one after 16 Stone?
16 Stone is first.
Okay, then it must be this one. I'm mixing up the order. Yeah.
They have some really good underrated band. I feel like people don't talk about them enough.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Then Karina, I'll pass this one to you. This song 311, we've got All Mixed Up. I think the album's self-titled, 1996. This song and Bush, they were released like very close to each other because I had a cassette that I would push my cassette player up to the TV and I would record MTV. And these songs, Swallowed and All Mixed Up, were back to back on my little cassette. So I think they were released like pretty concurrently, but I think this is a banger. I know Lewis doesn't care for it much, but what are you going to do with All Mixed Up, Karina?
All mixed up, you don't know what to do. So you turn around and find a person.
It's in my D tier. I mean, it's it's good, but it's just not.
Do you like Dog all the way in the basement?
No, C.
Oh, C. Okay.
C like cat.
Okay. All right, Lewis, do you see like cat or do you like Dog on this?
I am C like cat. Like I don't hate this song. I think I like some 311, but every time I listen to 311, I'm like, I think I've had enough of 311 after a few songs. So I'm gonna go ahead and put C.
All right. This is another A for me. I told you guys right before we started recording, I consider this my first ska-ish record. It's definitely not ska, but it has like kind of elements of that. I still listen to this record. I still like 311. I think Sound System is probably my favorite 311 record, but I like them. I'm going to put this in the A tier. And I've got another A coming right after it, so I'll just take us into it. We've got Weezer, Buddy Holly from the first self-titled, the Blue album. Another A tier for me. This song, I think it's aged pretty well. I still listen to it, still in a couple of my playlists. Lewis, I'll pass it to you. What are you doing with Buddy Holly?
Great song. I'm putting it in B just in context. I think fun fact, I believe that it was this music video that shipped with like Windows 95. So it's like one of the most mass released videos of all time. So that's an interesting stat. But yeah, great song, great video. Good stuff.
All right, Karina, you have no S and only one A up there. I'm curious what's going to start taking those spots. Is it going to be Buddy Holly?
No. Well, Buddy Holly's in my A tier, but I think they've become a joke the further they went on. But I mean, I really love that album.
A joke, yeah. I mean, the Van Halen album they put out, I thought was pretty good. Like, I don't like the Pork and Beans, and Beverly Hills has been kind of trash. But did you listen to the Van Weezer?
Pardon?
Did you listen to Van Weezer at all? The one they kind of did in the style of Van Halen?
No, I didn't. I gave up.
It's a badass album. The other stuff, the last decade is trash, no argument, but I would check that out.
Okay,
all right.
Okay.
But Karina, I know where I'm putting this one, but we got Cake, This is actually 2001. I botched it, but guys, please forgive me. Pretend this is a Red Hot Chili Pepper song because they should be on here. We've got Cake, Short Skirt, Long Jacket. The album's called Comfort Eagle. Didn't know that either. 2001. So Karina, what are you doing with this one? Cake.
Damn, this is good. Who is it?
This is my first S tier. Yay.
What?
I love this band. I still listen to this band actively. And I think this song is like, it has the groovy guitars in it and like super catchy lyrics. And it just gets stuck in your head. I really love this song.
It's of the songs we've had so far, it probably is the most diverse, right? Like it doesn't sound as much like these, but wow. I for years I thought this was Beck and not Cake. But Lewis, where are you putting this one?
For all the same reasons that Karina said, I'm putting it in D. I hate this song. I hate this band. I never liked this song. I hated that it was on the radio. I hate that they're trying to be unique. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on the Cake. I hate the lyrics. I think the lyrics are stupid. So yeah.
Oh my god! All right, I'm C. I share a lot of what Lewis says, but there's a couple songs I like a little less than this. But damn, Karina, you're out on an island for Cake. All right, Lewis. Another. I don't know how you feel about this band. Radiohead. Creep.
Not a Radiohead fan. S tier song for sure. I love this song. Call it cliche, but another song that really feels like the 90s to me. So I'm putting this in S tier, although I'm not a huge Radiohead fan.
Wow, I that's a big shocker. Karina, Radiohead. I feel like this might be more your style.
But I'm a creep.
Yeah, actually, I don't like Radiohead. I'm with Lewis on that one, but I really like this song. And if this song comes on, like if a band covers it under a concert, I will start singing along. I think it's fucking good.
What? So where is it going? Is it A tier? Okay. Man, all right. Well, I'm putting this in D. Radiohead is a band. They're kind of like Nine Inch Nails for me, like kind of this critically lauded band. I remember when Kid A came out that they were on every magazine, and it's just a band that I've never really cared for. It's another band I've mixed up forever. I thought Radiohead and Coldplay they're the same band, even though they sound nothing alike. But yeah, it's for me, this is mom rock. It's not my speed, not my style. So I'm putting it in the D tier. Probably my favorite of the D tier songs, but not saying much. Moving on to a song that I think rocks. We've got Smashing Pumpkins, Bullet with Butterfly Wings from the 1995 double album, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. I'm going to go A on this song. I think this is probably my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song. I don't think they play this style anymore, but I could be wrong. Karina, Smashing Pumpkins, what are your thoughts?
It's in my D tier.
Oh my god.
I really don't like Smashing Pumpkins. And now they're releasing like a triple album, and the only thing I'm thinking is I feel sorry for whoever decides to review that.
A triple album? Oh my god. I don't think they've had any good songs. That's way too much. Ever since like Zwan was a thing, I think that Billy Corgan's just completely washed. Lewis, Pumpkins, I think you used to like this song.
Yeah, I like the song. It's an A. And I saw them play this live, and then after all the other new shit that I don't like. But so that was really good, and they put on a good show. But yeah, definitely a strong song, an A.
Was it worth sitting through all the new songs to hear this?
It was a pretty good show. I'll be honest; they weren't bad.
All right. Yeah, the early stuff is good. Like this album and Adore. Like the early stuff. It's been a very long time since I spun one of these records, but I remember the early stuff being decent.
Yeah, and they had really good production at the show. It was like all, it was a lot of good stuff going on. So I give them an A for effort as well.
All right. So up next, another band that is huge that I've never personally gotten into, and I've got a little vendetta with them I'll talk about later. Pearl Jam. We got Even Flow from their debut album 10 from 1991. Lewis, I'll pass this one to you first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like this song. I don't like this band. It's a D. I mean, I might have picked Jeremy to go a little bit higher, I guess. I mean, but I don't even really like that song either. Like the kid got bullied and then he blew his brains out in English class. Like it's cool. It's a cool song, I guess. So yeah, D.
Poor Jeremy, man. All right. Jeremy taking jabs from the grave. All right. Karina, where are you putting Even Flow?
I really fucking hate Pearl Jam, so it's an D.
Damn.
I mean, if there's one band that I cannot stand, and I'll turn the radio off. I will pull plugs from devices. I do not care. I hate Pearl Jam.
Wow, some strong feelings. All right, so I also dislike Pearl Jam, but for a pretty silly reason, so I'll just share it. But I'm actually not going D. I'm gonna go C. I don't think this is a terrible song. It's definitely not as bad as it's listenable. Creep and Closer are not. So this was 6th or 7th grade technology class, and we were building like these little racers that you put like a rocket in inside of them, and everybody was painting them. You paint your car however you wanted. It was like a contest, and the winner got like a Scholastic gift card or something. And I put my heart and soul into this race car. I painted it as cool as I could. The kid that won literally just wrote Pearl Jam on the side. Like that is it. And this kid took home like the $50 Scholastic gift card, which, when you're in like, it must have been earlier on then, because I don't know if I would have really cared in 6th or 7th grade, but when you're like in elementary school, like $50 to the Scholastic, the fair, that's like as close to gold as you can get. So I will forever hate Pearl Jam because of what that kid did. But I'll put it in the C tier for now. All right. So Karina, I don't know why this song ended up on this list. I'm looking through it, but we've got the New Radicals. You Get What You Give. This is from their Lone album, 1998. Maybe You've Been Brainwashed Too. This is like poor man's U2. But do you like this song? Or what are your thoughts?
Don't let go. You got the music in you.
Okay, I'll stop laughing now. I love this song.
No way.
Yes. The upbeat and bright guitars, they lift my mood. I mean, this is my shit. If I'm in a bad mood, I put this song on and then I start singing into a spatula in the kitchen.
Yeah, you would have been like 8 or 9 when this came out, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
And my parents owned a pub at that time, and this song was like constantly playing on MTV.
Oh yeah. This was huge. I think this guy retired on TRL. This was like a mega hit. They were like in the mall in the music video, I think. So where does it go for you?
It's an S.
And oh my God, we've got Cake and the New Radicals in S tier. Holy moly.
I feel like my style for the 90s is really showing here.
It's good. Like some diversity is good, but Lewis, New Radicals, are you a closet New Radicals fan too? Are you singing into a spatula at home?
No, I feel bad because this is also another D that was also Karina's S. I hate this song. I hated this song ever since the first time I heard it. I hated that it was on TV all the time, and I hated it. I hate it still.
I feel bad because I was gonna say I think this is the worst song on the entire list. But it's
like my favorite. But my favorite part is I just found out that I was actually 6 when this song came out.
Oh, well, I mean, it's good. You're gonna have different nostalgia for it. Like, what was this, 98, John? So
Yeah,
you would have been,
98.
13. Yeah. So
But it makes sense. I mean, it's so easy for small children to like. I'm gonna test this
Yeah.
on my own children.
yeah, I think I get it. But we were 13, so like I was just starting to really get into punk rock, so I hated this.
There was this song, and then there was that song Len. It was "Steal My Sunshine." Those were the two songs I hated.
That song too. Oh, yeah.
I hated those songs. All right, but we'll move on because I think this next one's a banger. Lewis, I'll pass it to you. We got Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Life, 1997. Their self-titled debut. To me, this album is like pretty bulletproof. I love this record, but
Yeah.
I'll pass it to you first. Semi-Charmed Life.
That's- S tier, one of the best pop songs ever written. It's fantastic, catchy, good melody. It's got bunch of drug references, so it's not too safe. It's a good song.
All right, Karina, will you finally see eye to eye with Lewis here? Semi-Charmed Life.
This is an S. I mean, there in the end when he's trying to hit the high notes, but his voice is just like.
It's so pure.
I love this song. I love this song. It's so good. I actually love the band too. Later on, I grew very fond of them.
Yeah, and agreed, John. This album is great still,
Yeah.
this whole album.
Yeah. Jumper, Graduate. Like this album is so good.
It aged like fine wine.
I think I gotta go B though.
Oh,
I don't know. I might move it to A. I had it in A and I crossed it off and I put Smashing Pumpkins up. Doesn't feel great, but I really like Semi-Charmed Life. I think Jumper might be my favorite song on there, but whatever. For now, I'll leave it in B, might move it later. But we've got, I think maybe this is probably considered a one-hit wonder. I can't name another Harvey Danger. Is it Harvey Danger? Yeah, Harvey Danger. Karina, Flagpole Sitta, 1997. Where have all the merrymakers gone? What are you going to do with this one?
I actually feel sorry because I remember I really liked this song, but then when I heard it yesterday, I was like, why did I like this song? And it's actually in my B tier.
Damn.
It's not that bad, but there are bands I hate more or songs I hate more on this list.
All right. Do you know any other Harvey Danger songs? Either one of you? No.
No.
They might still be around. Who knows? Lewis, Harvey Danger, Flagpole Sitta. I'm sure you heard this on WRV all the time, just like I did.
Yeah, I don't like the song. D.
No.
Maybe I'm gonna be.
It's D?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, it's a D. I don't like this song. You know what it reminds me of, and which should probably also be on the list, is like Chumbawamba. It's the same category for me.
That's part two.
Just throw those in the D category ahead of time. I don't like either of these songs. So,
holy smokes. Okay. I'm putting this in S, guys. I love this song. This might be my favorite song on the entire list. I still listen to this unironically all the time. No joke. It's one of my favorite all-time songs. So I'm putting Flagpole Sitta up in the S tier. It doesn't feel good, but it's there. I'm putting it there anyway.
That's funny.
But Lewis,
I would have not saw that coming.
You didn't see it coming, or you did?
I didn't see that coming from you. No, I'm surprised.
Yeah, dude, I love Flagpole Sitta. But I'll pass it to a song I know you love. Another really good album, all the way through, that doesn't get talked about as a good album enough. But we got Lit, My Own Worst Enemy, 1999, From a Place in the Sun. Where are you putting this one?
It's an A for me. Really good song. I do like that whole album. I distinctly, I think I got this album through whatever that Columbia Records mail order, and then I just never paid for any of the CDs. It was great. So this was one of the ones I got, and I loved it. So it's an A.
All right. Karina, My Own Worst Enemy.
It's in my B tier. I actually really like this song, but again, I really like some of the other songs a bit more. But it's a good song. Actually, the whole album is very good. Are they still around?
They're still around, but they're like a country band now.
Oh my god.
They went, yeah, they're like full country. It's pretty terrible. They just re-recorded this version. They just
country?
re-recorded this song actually. I don't know why you would need to re-record it. It still sounds great, but they did. That was like 2 weeks ago. But Lewis, you burned me this CD, and back in the day, Karina, Lewis was like a professional CD burner. He would burn the front booklet. He would burn the back cover. It was like a masterpiece, and this is one of the first CDs that he burned for me. I had the burned copy for like 2 decades. I did like, just recently. I misplaced it, but yeah, this is probably A Place in the Sun itself is probably in like my top 50 albums ever. It's still something I listen to all the time, so I'm gonna put this in the S tier. If you're watching this and you've only heard My Own Worst Enemy, Miserable, and Ziploc, go listen to the rest of the album. It's pretty good, front to back, good crossover punk album. But yeah, I'm putting it in the S tier, and I'll take us into the next one. I originally did have Sex and Candy, Marcy Playground in the S tier as well. This is another song that I have a lot of memories, nostalgia for. This song was all over the radio when it came out in 97. But I lowered it down. I'm still going to go A on this song. I think it's a great track. It sounds a little different than everything else on here. Karina, you were probably like 6 or 7, so I don't know if you know the magic of Sex and Candy from 97, but how do you feel about this song now?
I smell sex and candy here.
And I was probably not allowed to hear it because of the title. But I did later on, and it's in my C tier, C for cat.
C tier.
And yeah, and I do like it. I do like the band itself. I don't think this is their masterpiece, the one that should get them on the map, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think this is probably another maybe one-hit wonder band. I remember they like briefly had a resurgence. They were on Farm Club, the .com show with Matt Pinfield. They put out another record, but I think that's the band. I could be wrong. I'm gonna leave this in regardless, but I think I'm thinking of another band. But Lewis, Sex and Candy. What are your thoughts?
I agree. A very good song. I'm gonna put it in B though. It is definitely has a unique sound on this. It's kind of fun because it's got the really depressing undertones of the grunge stuff and then a little bit of brightness in it. It's a fun song, so it's a B.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, Karina, up next, we've got the Toadies, Possum Kingdom from their 1994 debut album, Rubberneck. I didn't know that album title. But where are you going to put this one?
It's also at my C tier.
C tier for the Toadies.
I was like 2 when it came out and just started listening to them like a few years back. I'm excused. It doesn't resonate. I don't have any fond memories of it. But I mean, it's a good album.
Yeah, no hate for me.
Mexican Hairless is just a much better number. And if you had taken that one, it would probably have been in my S tier. No offense.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I really like that song.
All right, Lewis.
I don't know.
Toadies.
Yeah.
Possum Kingdom.
Another good song. It's going to be a B for me. Kind of in the scope of all these ones, doesn't seem as memorable, but kind of middle of the road for me, but a great song.
All right, I had planned on having this higher too, but I'm gonna go with Karina. I listened to it the last couple of days, and it kind of takes a while to get rolling. I think like the main chorus where it does the verse with the second refrain, it takes a while. Like that's at like the 2.5 minute mark before this song really gets rolling. But I'm gonna put it in C as well. I think it's a good song that it's super catchy, but not quite gonna crack the B tier. All right, up next, Lewis, we've got Alice in Chains, Man in the Box, 1990 debut album, Facelift. What are your thoughts on this one?
I was never a big Alice in Chains fan. They're okay. This song definitely doesn't resonate with me. When I was going over the list, it was one of the last ones I went back to listen to. So I'm gonna put it in C. It's not a bad song though.
All right, Karina, Alice in Chains. Were you born in 90 yet or no? No. Okay. So this song predates you. So where are you gonna put it?
I mean, they're good. It's a bad song, but I actually like some of their other stuff. But it's in the C tier for me.
C tier. So you're with Lewis. All right. So little backstory for this one too. I was never a huge Alice in Chains fan as well, but this was one of the only good songs. They played at Rite Aid, and I worked at Rite Aid for a while. All through high school, all through college. Lewis worked there for a little while. Matt worked there for a little while. And it was mostly like Dolly Parton and that kind of stuff. So when Man in the Box came on, we were rocking. So that's my memory of this song. I think Alice in Chains is one of the better bands from this era. I put them above Pearl Jam and Soundgarden. So I'm going to go B for Man in the Box. This might be my favorite Alice in Chains song too. So B tier. Moving on, I'll take us into this one. This is let me make sure. Yeah, this is an S tier for me. I don't know if I'm surprising you guys here. We've got Hole, the title track from their third record, Celebrity Skin. However many years later, this is close to 30 years later, this song still freaking rocks. Like that guitar riff that opens up, it still hits. The production on this song is still amazing. This is a top 5 song on the list for me. Whole Celebrity Skin. It's going in my S tier. Karina, I'll pass it to you. What are you going to do with Courtney Love and her masterpiece here?
Love this song. I do love this song. I hate Courtney Love. No offense, but I love this song. I think this is a brilliant song, and it's definitely a masterpiece. And that's the only reason why I have any respect for Courtney Love.
So where's it going?
Going.
S.
S?
It's gone. It's gone S.
There we go. That's the first S we're on the same page for. Lewis, we've never talked about Hole. I mean, I remember when we were jamming a little bit, I wanted to cover Malibu. But that didn't go over well with anybody else. But what are your thoughts on Celebrity Skin? Definitely a more rockin' song.
Well, I think we have our first 3-way because I'm going S tier. Yeah. For all the reasons that have already been said. But yeah, that riff to me like still sticks in my head every time it kicks in. I love this whole song. I love the whole composition. I remember the video being really good. So it's an S.
I think Billy Corgan may have wrote the riff. I could be wrong, but I know he did a lot of the writing.
That seems familiar to me too, but who cares?
Yeah.
You know,
it's still, it's badass. No matter what I like this album too. And this top 5 song on the album, on the list for me. Moving on to a bottom 5 song on the list for me. We've got the Cranberries Zombie. It's from their second record from 1994. Lewis, I have no idea what you think of this song, but you're at a D tier. So what are you going to do with Zombie?
I mean, it is significantly better than Harvey Danger, so I'm going to have to put it in C. That's the way I feel. I mean, a lot of these Cranberry songs, you know, I'm sure you have the same feelings. Like we heard these all the time on the radio, especially the 94. So I have a lot of memories for this song, and it's a C. Not great, pretty good.
All right, Karina, Zombie, thoughts?
I really this song. I remember I used to play it with my band all the time, and it's in my A tier.
Damn, for Zombie.
Yeah.
There's see, for when we do part 2, because I love to do a part 2. There's another song that I used to play like kind of along with this. It was that song Sixpence None the Richer. It was a song Kiss Me.
Oh, yeah.
I hated that song too. And when we do part 2, that's going to be an easy D tier. Not even Newfound Glory could revive that album when they covered it. But yeah, I'm putting Zombie in the D tier. I hate this song. I hate this band. So there, it's sitting in the basement. All right, we've got a real banger, another great underrated band, underrated album. Coming up, we've got Eve 6, Inside Out, self-titled debut album from 1998. I know where Lewis is going with this, so Karina, I'm going to ask you, what are your thoughts on Eve 6, this song, this album?
This is timeless. This is a classic. If you want to be friends with me, you will have to recite the whole fucking song. And it's in my S tier. I really like this song. And I really like Eve 6. But I missed that he released an album last year. I was like, wait, what? So, yeah.
Yeah, I think they did an EP and an album last year. You didn't miss anything, though, if I'm speaking plainly. Lewis,
Yeah.
do we have another three-way on our hands here?
Yeah. It's an S tier. Yep. Was that with you, John, when we saw the reunion tour in Albany?
My sister went, but I did not go. I wasn't there.
Okay.
I don't know why.
There was like 40 people on the quad watching them. That's about it, but it was pretty fun. So
yeah, and Lewis, I know you love Open Road song, but what would you say your favorite song on this record is?
I do like that one. I really like Showerhead.
Showerhead is a badass one.
Yeah, I love that intro and the riff and everything. Yeah, I like that whole album though. So
yeah, How Much Longer leading into Inside Out, just badass. So S for me also. All right, we got 2 songs left.
yeah.
Up next, we've got Gin Blossoms, Hey Jealousy. Another one that I screwed up on. Originally released in 1989, but they re-recorded it. So the version most people know is from 1992. I thought this was going to be high for me. I don't know where. It looks like I ended up in B or D. But I don't know if I put the wrong version on the playlist. It just wasn't as rocking as I remember. It sounded a little slower. So where did I put this? It looks like I put it in B. Looking at my list, I thought it was going to be lower, but I'm going B on this one. Lewis, I'm assuming this is an A unless I screwed up your list. So let me hear why.
No, yeah, it's an A. The Gin Blossoms are one of my favorite bands that I still listen to from the 90s. Like all of this stuff. I don't know why they always connected with me. So Hey Jealousy is a great song. So I'm putting it in an A.
All right, and Karina, I am assuming this is not giving me a D for you. So are you on the same page as Lewis?
And like Found Out About You is also a good song from the same album, which I also listen to a lot. Oh, good. The album's really good. And it's from the year I'm born. So that makes it extra good.
Yeah. I hope I didn't come off too negative. I still think it's a great song. It's just not as good as I remember it. But Karina, I'll pass the last one to you. It looks like we're going to be on the same page. We've got The Freshman by The Verve Pipe. Their second album was called Villains from 1997. Looks like it's going in the D tier. So why don't you tell us why?
For the life of me, I cannot remember.
I hate absolutely everything about that song. It is so ugh. And it's like I feel like every time I hear the beginning, I just know it's going to drag on for nearly 4.5 minutes. And my teeth are going to fall out and I'm going to have nightmares and the lyrics are bad and the music's bad and it's just a bad band.
So you see where Lewis is putting it. He was nearly a freshman when this song came out. You were 5, but Lewis was nearly a freshman. So Lewis, A tier on Verve Pipe. Let's hear what you like about it.
I mean, I still like the song. I will admit it's not like a particularly amazing song, but for me, it has a lot of nostalgia. I had this album. And it's definitely a song that I used to sing as like, what year did this come out?
97.
97. Yeah. So, I mean, this was definitely a song that was in my rotation in my Discman. So, I still like the song. I actually was stoked to listen to this again when I saw it on the list. It's an A. I mean, I could have probably swapped an A and B, but I feel pretty good with the A.
All right, so yeah, I'm going D. I'm with Karina. I feel like this song, it feels older than 97. Like he's still singing like kind of that Eddie Vedder style.
Yeah.
Like I thought this was going to be like 93, 92. I was surprised. Like 1997, you already had Dookie. You already had like Dude Ranch. Not that that was like super mainstream, but man, I felt like the music world had moved on from this style, but there it is. I know I had moved on from this style when the song came out. It's definitely not one of my favorites. So there's our list. So guys, before we wrap up, I want to pick your brains on here and give people a chance to tell us their thoughts. What songs, Karina, do you think would be good for part 2? What did we miss this time around?
Limp Bizkit. We missed a lot of Limp Bizkit.
So what Limp Bizkit song would you think fits this? Like you'd have to go like Rearranged or maybe Faith to fit in with these, or would you go straight into like Nookie or?
I mean, we had Inside Out, so I'd go straight in with Nookie, and then I'd even like put it after Inside Out, just because they share that same lyric.
It's a good point. We could, so Nookie will be added. I think it's 90s, right? Or yeah, because it's on the same album as that song 1999, so it's got to be. It'll sneak in. The Nookie will sneak in. Lewis, what do we miss? I know you were mad about no Chili Peppers, but what else did we miss?
I was furious. No. Yeah, I mean, Chili Peppers, maybe do some Soul Asylum. We could do, what was the other one I was thinking of? God, now I'm going to blank on the name. The one who sang Two Princes. What is the name of that? Spin Doctors. That's a good, that would be a good one. They have a couple hits. Yeah.
Oh, and them that sang Teenage Dirtbag too.
Wheatus.
We need that.
That's a bang. That's an S tier all the way. I love Teenage Dirtbag.
I just think that Lewis should make the Spotify playlist next time, and then we can see what happens.
We could do that. We can have this be a 3-parter, and each of us are in control of the song for one episode.
Oh, that's fine. I could put together, so just 25 songs from the 90s, no problem.
We might have some overlap with bands, but that's fine, right? So I'm going to share the playlist in the link below because this is going to be one of the greatest playlists of all time, just based on the songs that are on there already. So Karina, what is going on at New Noise, at Dying Scene? Any news to share for us? It's like 2 a.m, so I know you're working on something over there.
Oh, it's only like 12:30 right now.
Okay.
So what I'm working on right now is I have interviews lined up at New Noise, and I've been conducting interviews that are going to be put up on Friday or whenever, starting Friday. And then just reviews, a lot of reviews and stuff like that.
Any good stuff coming across your desk? Good albums, high reviews?
Yeah, I actually just gave Blonde Shell. She has this sound, this grunge sound. It reminds me a bit of Hole, but the whole album's like really good. I'd advise people to check it out. It's Blonde Shell with a self-titled album. It's amazing. I think Lewis would like it, actually.
Lewis, he took his headphones out, but we've got a recommendation for you, Blonde Shell.
I'm still here. Is it they're on Spotify, or is that like a new thing? It's totally not available.
It's coming on Friday.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Lewis, what's going on in your world? Any details to share? What are you going to spend all those pesetas on?
I mean, I don't work in the music industry, so my day job would be pretty boring to talk about. But outside of that, I plan to at least play through Resident Evil 4 one more time, so that'll be a good time. I'll figure out if I can get that infinite rocket launcher, so.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up. If you want to see part 2, it's coming no matter what, but if you want to see it, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Hit the links down below. Go to punkrockradio.com, whatever else is there. Haven't decided yet, but we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.